This final video is going to introduce the terminology necessary to understand skewness in data sets. We're going to start talking about this today, but the terminology is going to come up again over the rest of the semester. So skewness talks about where our data is concentrated on a continuum. So it first becomes possible to talk about here because we're dealing with histograms which are graphing or visualizing continuous quantitative values. And so skewness talks about how our data sits along the x-axis. So our data has three main different shapes that generally come up again. So the first type of distribution or skewness that we might have is something that's not skewed at all. So symmetric or bell-shaped distributions. And so with symmetric or bell-shaped distributions, wherever our middle of our data is, the rest of the data is relatively balanced on both sides of the middle. Okay. We can have data that is negatively skewed, and with negatively skewed data, we see the bulk of the data in the higher range, but the tail of the data, it's like this tail is pulled to the negative part of the x-axis. So we get that terminology of negatively skewed or less skewed because the tail is pulled to the negative side or the left side of the graph. Okay. The opposite of negative or left skewed is data that's positive or right skewed. And in that situation, what we see is we have a tail that's pulled to the positive direction of the x-axis or to the right of the graph, and the bulk of the data lies a little bit lower. So we're going to see this terminology, symmetric, negatively skewed, positively skewed, come up again, especially as we talk about central tendency, because we're going to see outliers start pulling different measures of central tendency. And so we have to make choices of which statistics we use based on the symmetry or skewness of our data set. Okay, that's all. Good luck working through the Module 5 homework. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to talk to your instructor. Take care and good luck.